Morning. Excuse me, mate. How much? Take £2 for it, mate?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Morning, mate. How much are the games?
£3 each, mate.
£3 each, yeah.
£15, 1.5. It's just 45 quid for one like that. Thank you.
There's not in there. Take £2 for that one, mate.
Go on.
Yeah. Cheers. How much?
£5.
5. Okay.
Seconds later.
You wouldn't take 3 for the controller?
Yes.
3?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. You have change for change for 5?
Right. You gotta give me 15, yeah?
Yeah, just 1 second. I'm still looking for the lead, maybe.
Yes. You selling these on their own, mate, or is it part of a bundle? These. Oh.
I can sell them on my own, yeah.
How much are you after on them?
Ain't got what are they?
They're
They're all the
discs.
the discs with that lot, aren't they?
Yeah.
Give them a pound each.
How many's there? So 13 there, mate. Would you do them for 8?
I'm doing for 10.
10, yeah. Yeah, go on then, mate. I'll do that for 10.
Well, sewing machine, 20.
They make food, yeah? You go in and pick it up, take it to the Uber driver, pick it up, and then cancel the order, and the Uber driver gets there.
Morning. How much are the games?
£1 each then.
£1 each, yeah.
handbag, £40. £40.
I'll take this one for £1, cheers, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
No, I don't want the book. Take the book. No. Trust me. I don't want it. Anyway, no. No, I'm too
Morning, mate. How much is that one? Oh, excuse me. Morning. How much is that?
50.
50p? Yeah.
Let's have it gone for £1 a piece. £1 a piece, people. Don't be fucking ridiculous. You're getting all that stuff. Don't insult me, bruv, because I'd rather smash all that in front of you. You know that, yeah?
I agree with you.
So we can either take them for £1 and know that you've had a right fucking bargain with him, or we can walk away. What one do you want, my brother?
Choose one for me.
You want a bag as well? Yes. There you go. Is that 4 things there?
Yeah.
So £1 an item here today, people, going out for £1 a piece.
Oh, mate, got that there?
Hat, mate.
Yeah. We are back, YouTube. For anyone's returning, thank you, and for everyone who's new, welcome. I'm Mitch, and this is Retro Rummage. I'm going to game my channels buying games, DVDs, Blu-rays, and electrical items I get my hands on at car boot sales, Facebook Marketplace or charity shops for a cheap price. So I can get them traded into CX at a high price, so I can build my own gaming collection. So yes, back with a Sunday car boot sale. Now, unfortunately, this was only one boot sale that I went to. Sorry, on a Sunday. Normally, I go to 2, but I had my little sister round on the Saturday night, Sunday morning, and I had to take her home. So I didn't have time to go to the second one, unfortunately. Still managed to get a few bits. One that I didn't manage to catch on camera, so apologies for that. But yeah, a mixed bag of some games for my collection, games to flip and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool. I've also got Games Room of the Week. Will be at the end of this review, whatever you want to call it. So stay tuned for that. But yes, in my opinion, it was a good day. Obviously, not too much games-wise. I think that's how it's going to be moving forward. I've noticed that I'm struggling to get a game for £1 at the minute. So, well, you know, anything decent anyway, that's for sure. So, whether or not that's a trend that will continue for throughout the summer, we'll see. But what I did pick up, I'm happy with. In no particular order, I can't remember which way I got round, but I think, well, this is the first and best game of the day. It is Conker Live and Reloaded on the Xbox. It is complete with manual. Yeah, I was actually speaking to someone the other day and saying my knowledge of what's worth what on the OG Xbox is very limited. If I'm being completely honest, I probably couldn't name 3 or 4 of the well, okay, unless they're a big hitter on, you know, for example, PlayStation 2, things like that. But you know, exclusives and things like that, I'm not too sure. But obviously, Conker, that sticks in my head because of Conker's Bad Fur Day on the N64, which I know is a holy grail for a lot of people, and yeah, obviously worth a lot of money. So that's what dragged me to, or brought me to this one. I mean, I looked through the footage on the thing back. I think there was a couple of others that were maybe worth, you know, £3 or £4 trading, but obviously he was after I think £3 a game, and I managed to get this for £2. Now it trades into CEX for £7, so I would be tripling my money, but as it's complete with the manual, I mean, the game's selling for £18 in CEX, so maybe I'll look to flip it on eBay. I don't know, but we'll see. But if not, £2 into £7, happy with that. And then yeah, I managed to get this game for my collection, Onimusha Warlords. Now, I've inadvertently realised that I absolutely love hack and slash games, which I believe this is similar to that hack and slash puzzles, because I've recently completed God of War, and I also completed the Devil May Cry's last year as well, which is a hack and slash but with guns and swords. So I've picked this up for my collection. I'm going to probably give that a go. But yeah, paid £1 for that. I think CEX said it for £2 or £3, something like that. But that is it in terms of gaming pickups. I think I got this controller, paid £3 for it. These are still trading in for £12, I believe, at CEX. I haven't been able to test it yet, as the backs of these are in my garage and I need to go and dig them out to put some batteries in it. But yeah, it looks all good, should work, feels good. So yeah, hopefully £3 into £12 there. And then yes, now these are good to look out for. I've sold them before, but basically it's a Sky Q mini box. So if you've got Sky Q like I have, if you buy one of these, you can set up Sky in any other room. It's not like back in the day you had to pay. You have to have Sky multi-room to start with, but then as long as you've got one of these, you can have them in as many rooms as you like. So we paid for Sky multi-room in one room, but now I've got like 2 or 3 of these, so we've got Sky basically in every room in the house. But Sky sell these for like £70, I think, or £60, but you're not allowed to sell them on eBay, and Facebook Marketplace are also cracking down on it. I think you can still get away with it on eBay, but I've sold these before for eBay and Vinted. Although I did get a warning on eBay recently for it, but that was after I sold it. So I'm in 2 minds as to whether to sell it on there or not. But I have got like £40 to £50 for these before, very, very easy. So I'm going to start by putting it on Vinted and see how I go with that. But that's £2 there, hopefully into like £30 or £40. But obviously, word of warning, if you do sell them on eBay, be careful because they can kick you off. So obviously if you've got like an account with thousands of positive reviews and stuff like that, it might not be worth it for you. I haven't, so I'm not too fussed. Then yes, got one of these keyboards, one of these calculators. This is a Casio FX83 GTX. The B version of this is trading in for £3. And then I've got another one which I got with this PlayStation 3 controller, which I didn't manage to get on camera, unfortunately. But I paid £5 for both of these from the same stall. Cleaned this up, tested it, it is all working. Obviously serial numbers on the back there. So that's still trading in for like £14 to £16. And then again, the B version of this is trading in for £3. So £5 there, hopefully into £17 to £18, something like that. And then yes, finally, the pickup of the day, which was, now obviously I've said in a couple of my other videos, I watch a lot of other resellers, stuff like that, so I do get a lot of tips and stuff like that. That's probably why, you watch myself and other people as well, just to get advice. And, I will never lie and say that I've discovered something on my own. Everything that I've learned or, about, I've picked up from other people along the way, and I'm hoping that I can pass that on to you. But I can't remember who it was. I think it may have been B-Rad or Bold Finds, but they're picking up, these are mini DVD rewritables, but for the Handycams JVCs. These are all brand new and sealed. I won't waste your time going through them all, but 13 of them there. As you saw in the footage, I paid a tenner for these. I'd seen them selling individually on eBay for like £5 to £7 with free postage. Now what I've done is I put them up for a £5 each, but obviously a multi-buy. Someone messaged me saying, how many have you got? I said 13. They said what's the best that you could do on them plus postage, so we agreed on I think £52 plus £3 postage. So yeah, and I literally sold them. I've sold them already. After this video I need to box them up and go and post them. So obviously that there pays for everything else that I've picked up today. So I'm pretty much breaking even anyway. So it's not just about getting CEX credit, it's also about doing these little bits on eBay just to claw back some of that money as well to make you break even. Now there are 2 other things here as well. This is again an Amazon Fire Stick TV remote, voice command one there. Paid £1 for it. Now it does have a little bit of battery erosion in there, but I'm hoping if I can get some white wine vinegar on that, it'll clean up nice and they're trading in for £8 to £10. So obviously £1 into £8 to £10. Really happy with that. And then unfortunately this is just a case, but I was walking past the stall, and I think the lady said, I don't know if I got this on footage either actually, but the lady said, "Oh, I can't believe how quick them games went." And I was like, "Oh," and she went, "Oh, there's still one here," or something like that. And she went, "No, that's just the case." And she went, "Oh, throw it away then." And I said, "Oh, excuse me, what case is that?" And they said, "This is Lego Switch." So I've got a Lego Worlds on the Switch case. So if anyone needs one, hit me up and we'll do a little trade or a little deal. So yeah, all in all, a pretty successful day. Everything's paid for itself, and hopefully I'll get, you know, £30 to £40 CEX voucher there as well. So really happy. But yes, like I said, do have retro games room or whatever, man cave of the week. Wayne reached out to me. He does have a YouTube channel, and basically sent me over some footage of his games room, which is really cool. He's similar to myself in that he's got like although his is on a much larger scale. Like I have a Resident Evil, Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid shelf. I think he has done the same, but for Final Fantasy and some other Resident Evil franchises like that. But Wayne has been nice enough to do the voiceover for this, so obviously I'll just play the video, let him do the speaking. If you like what you see, I'll leave the link to his channel and everything in the description. Please go and subscribe, and yeah, send him all that good positive stuff. But that is it from me. I'll leave you with Wayne, and yeah, take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Over here I've basically got a Nintendo section. Obviously I do have a box Sega Game Gear for whatever reason, but these are just little trinkets I've picked up, like a Game Boy money box, Game Boy keyring. I've got a Nokia 3310 because that's loads of nostalgia for me growing up as a teenager. Some Game & Watches and a boxed 2DS. We have then got GameCube, Switch, some Switch cases and yada, a box NES, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom limited edition controller and the limited edition game that is sealed. I've not opened it. And then we have Breath of the Wild. So this is like kind of my little Nintendo section. Like I said, I've got some Switch controllers. I do have a Master System games catalogue. I picked that up by eBay for like £2, so I couldn't leave it there. We've got some N64 games and controllers. That controller's box. The games themselves are all complete with manuals. They're not mint, but they're not bad condition either, so they're okay. I'm pretty happy with them. And then we've just got a Rumble pack that's boxed, a few Game Boy Advance games, and a few loose carts for the SNES, NES, and N64. So yeah, that's basically my little Nintendo section. I do have the odd bits hanging around. This is my list of games that I'm actively collecting at the moment. Got some strategy guides for the Pokemon games. We've got 4 at the moment. I want to get a full set. And then just some Metal Gear stuff and whatnot. A few posters and stuff, but then this is probably my pride and joy of the collection. This is my full Pokemon game set. So 38 games in total, or 39, I can't remember. That is the full main title Pokemon set. We've got some Pokemon VHS and the soundtrack. But yeah, that is my pride and joy really. And then we've got the Pokemon N64s with the odd game here and there. Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Pinball and Pokemon Stadium. Then got boxes for various consoles, my Dreamcast, my PS5, PS2 Slim, and then we've got just a UPC card box because I've started collecting cards as well. Over here is kind of a PlayStation section, so we've got a box PSP in white, we've got a box GunCon, some limited edition PS5 controllers, some PS5 games. There's nothing really, they just shovelware really, there's nothing. Well, you got Crash Bandicoot, but it is the platinum version. Destruction Derby 2 is pretty cool. Dino Crisis 2, I love that. But yeah, they're not really brilliant games. Same with the PS2, you know, you've got Simpsons Hit and Run, most of the Devil May Cries and things. So I'm actively collecting. I'm going to focus more on the PlayStation now. We've got PS3, PS4, PS5, and then right down at the bottom there's PSP, PS Vita, and some DS games. This is what I've actively been collecting lately. my favourite game titles. So we've got the Metal Gears there, so we've got every Metal Gear game. I do have the Master Collection on PS5 as well, but that's currently in my console. We then move on to Silent Hills. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, Shattered Memories, Homecoming, and Origins on the PSP. Still need to get Origins on PS2 and Downpour. Then we've got Resident Evil. I've got every single Resident Evil game apart from Survivor 2, which is the GunCon game. Currently saving up some CX vouchers for that. We've got all the God of Wars, all the GTAs, and all of the Final Fantasies apart from Origins, which I've just picked up on the PS1, so I've got the full set then of Final Fantasy games. If I flip around then to here, this is my what I call my console wall. So I've got the PS1, PS2, PS3 and PS3 Slim. Got the PS4, we've got a PSP, PS Vita and PS5. Now this is what started the collection. I'm a massive PlayStation fan, that's what I grew up with, and I wanted to have every PlayStation console. So that is what started all this nonsense. And then we've got a few more. We've got a Sega Master System, Sega Mega Drive, Nintendo Wii, a couple of handhelds then. We've got a Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color boxed, Game Boy Advance box, SP boxed, which is a terrible box. The condition on that is, so I will be upgrading that at some point. We've then got a DS Lite, a 3DS and a DS XL, a Mario edition, but none of those are boxed. I don't own boxes for those. And this is my bedroom as well, as I don't have a specific games room because I can't, well, I just don't have a spare room. So at the foot of my bed I have stuck a 2-seater sofa. My missus thinks I'm mad, but this is where the retro gaming takes place. So I can sit down, well, just show you that. I've got the 20th anniversary PS4 controller and then the DualShock controller there. Because I collected all the PS controllers originally, because obviously I've got the original one up there. Just like to display them because, like I said, I am a big PlayStation fan. And then we've got, these are all my consoles that are set up, ready to play. We've got a Nintendo Entertainment System, the SNES. We've got another N64. I don't play the Pokemon ones, but that one's there. GameCube, a mini fridge, and then we have got the PS1, the Slim, PS2 Slim, PS3 Super Slim, and a PS4 Slim. So I've got every PlayStation and every variant. The only one I haven't got is a PlayStation 4 Pro. And then this is the Segas. So I've got Master System 2. As you saw, I've got a Master System up on the wall. Same with the Mega Drive. I've got the Mega Drive on the wall and the Mega Drive 2 to play. I've got a Sega Saturn and a Sega Dreamcast. I've got a fair few VHSs which I've been collecting. I've got 2 stacks of those because I have recently picked up a VHS player to play them. This is the CRT for all the old school gaming, and then we've got various games. I don't have a massive games collection, but these are all my GameCube games, my Mega Drive games, Saturn games, and my Master System games. Like I said, I have got an N64 and stuff, but all those games are over on the Nintendo section over there. And then for all things modern, I've just got a little desk set up there with a chair, a few little bits from my childhood there. So we've got Egon from the Ghostbusters, a little Lego head. That's where my game fund goes in, so if anyone watches my videos, that's where the money goes from car boots and stuff. We've got the PS5 set up here. This one here is I've run the cables down through the wall to here, and then we've got the Switch set up as well. So if you want to play anything modern, this is where we play. Anything retro, we are over there. So that's my little setup. It's quite humble compared to some people's, but I try to make this best space with what I can.
So yeah, just jumping back in quickly, just wanted to give my thoughts on Wayne's epic game room. Yeah, really cool. I mean, how impressive was the Pokemon wall? Yeah, Pokemon shelves, whatever you want to call it. I think he said, was it all 32 mainline games? God knows how much that costs. I know I've only got the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance versions. and I know that they was very, very expensive. So the fact that he's got all of them is mental. Really, really impressive. Another thing that I really liked about it as well was, and this just goes to show the dedication of some gamers. I mean, console wise, I don't collect anything. You know, I have consoles that I use. Basically, what I have set up at the moment is PlayStation 2 and a GameCube, because obviously I'm playing my PlayStation 1 games on my PlayStation 2. I've got a PlayStation 1 there, but it's packed away. But I don't collect consoles, and obviously I see collectors like Wayne, where basically he's got them all on the wall for show, and then he's got them all you know, connected to his TVs and everything, so he can play on them as well. So, you know, true, a man dedicated to his art, shall we say? And yeah, again, like I said before, really, really impressed with. You know, I have a small, in comparison to Wayne's, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and even and Pokemon as well, to a certain extent, shelf. Whereas Wayne's got them all from, you know, basically like Metal Gear Solid 1 all the way up to, you know, what's on the new gens as well. So it was cool to see. But the thing that stuck out to me the most, and it's maybe something that I'm going to do myself, and I have actually seen, I think B-Rad has this as well, where he has like a white marker board with all of the games that he wants to either buy or collect, or, you know, or have for the future. And I think over the last couple of months I've kind of lost my direction in what I'm wanting to collect, and, you know, I'm just having a look, you know, waiting for things to jump out at me on the CEX app, and, or, you know, maybe I'll see a video of someone else picking something up and going from there. So I think that's something that I may look to do. You know, have a sit down, decide what games I want for which console, and, you know, have a bit of direction, bit of focus, and so I know exactly what I'm going to be collecting for the future. So I think that's one thing that I will take away from it. But I hope you enjoyed watching through Wayne's game room. Like I said, please do go and check out his YouTube channel, give him a little subscribe. But yeah, thank you, Wayne. If you'd like to feature in you know, Games Room, Man Cave of the week, month, whatever, yeah, hit me up on Instagram and send me over a video, and we'll get something sorted. But once again, everyone, thank you very much for watching, if you're still here, and yeah, take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.